There we go. We got all this stuff online now. Just forgot that last minute. But thanks for joining me today on this stormy afternoon here in Florida, Melbourne, Florida. We've been taking this beautiful CRJ900 up to Charlotte. I am in the middle of doing what's called a program called A Pilot's Life, so I'm actually flying a line schedule. So we're actually doing emulating real world ops for Blue Streak, or known as PSA Airlines. So that's what we're going to be flying today. Definitely going to be a bumpy ride out of here for sure. There's thunderstorms all up and down the coast on the East Coast here, so we're going to be kind of dodging them on the way out. Given this beta, the most recent Microsoft Flight Sim 3 beta, a run for its money, we'll see how it behaves. I've had some good days, some bad days. Today so far it seems like it's going to be a good day, so you tuned into the right time in the right place, so thanks for joining me today. Let's go ahead and jump into our plane here. And for now, I'm going to go ahead and back off the stream music so you can hear me better, and we can enjoy the Boris CRJ sounds for the CRJ on our startup. Our plane is going to start cold and dark like we normally do here on the channel, and we'll start it from scratch. Although it is 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I doubt this plane would be actually cold and dark, but we are going to emulate it from that point forward. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and at least get the plane to come alive. We're going to go down on the electrical power, and we'll go ahead and grab the ground power. Plane's going to come alive, and before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and start the IRSs to start aligning. So now what we're going to do is, like every good flight that we do, we're going to do our brief for this flight. That's the way we start with this before we do anything else, right? So our flight number is Blue Streak 5594. We are departing Melbourne, Florida, going to Charlotte, North Carolina in the CRJ900. Our departure time is supposed to be in 2 minutes. We're obviously not going to be able to get off in time, so we're going to be a bit behind schedule, but it shouldn't be too terrible. 1 hour, 17 minutes. Airtime block time is going to be 1 hour 45. Cost index is going to be 30. Arc altitude we're going up to is 31, not 37. And the average wind is pretty much right along our path. So we're going to be dealing with headwind component on our way up. So it'll slow us down a little bit. We have 70 passengers that'll be boarding the airplane today. Fuel is going to be 9,567 pounds. We do have an abnormal routing out of here to account for the thunderstorms that are over Central Florida right now, because the initial routing was going to have us go right through a line of storms, and I'd prefer to not do that if we don't have to. But we are going to go right up out of here, up to Daytona Beach, and right up the coast, right onto the stock car for arrival into Charlotte. That's going to be our routing today. This will be our initial brief. We can go over the weather. Let's see if we can pull up the weather on this. I doubt that you can. Here we go, weathers. So we can view this up here. And that's not going to work. Now we'll just go ahead and exit out of that for now. We'll pull up the good old Navigraph charts. This is the easiest way to do it and get the weather. Import our flight plan. And there we go. Go ahead and turn weather on. I'm going to turn this on to the day so it's a little bit easier to see. We're going to start the weather. These are the storms that are popping up, moving. They're moving from the south towards the north. So we're going to be dodging, more than likely, this main cell right here. We're going to probably have to stay off the coast and get around it. But just spotty showers and thunderstorms getting out of Florida, and then there's some more thunderstorms starting to pop up around the Charlotte area, so we'll just have to keep aware of that and stay weather aware for the time being. We're going to be departing Niner right, which will be the first runway we get to when we get out of the terminal here. Niner right, and then it'll be a left crosswind departure towards the north for our departure. So, as we have now officially briefed everything, we'll go ahead and import our operational flight plan. We'll accept the flight plan, and we'll go ahead and set the payload in the plane. So we're not waiting 20 minutes for GSX to board passengers, everything. We're just going to go ahead and set the payload in the simulator. 98,557, or excuse me, 9,857 pounds of fuel. That's exactly what our flight plan calls for. So we're going to hit set payload, and then we're going to withhold sending that to our box until we finish prepping our box. And we'll come over this way. I'll lower this yoke down here, and we'll go on to our box. So we are currently in Melbourne. MLB. We'll grab the top GPSL, and we'll set our position there. Flight plan, Mike Lima Bravo. And we're going to Charlotte. Boom. There we go. All right. That's in there. And what we're going to do is we'll send that to the FMS. And we'll finish the rest of that there. Go ahead and turn our APU on. Wait for our APU door to show open. APU door is now open. And we'll go ahead and fire up our APU. There we go. All right. Now, chat, we have DJ with us, who's also going to be flying in the simulator, but he's going to be doing a different route because he's based out of Philly, where I'm based out of Charlotte. So let me make sure that I have Discord up. Hey, DJ, you there? DJ, can you hear me?
Of course, as soon as I go to say, yeah, I can hear you, I get a phone call.
Oh, that's what it was. All right. Well, welcome to the stream, DJ.
Hey, thanks. Ready to go.
Yeah, buddy. And you're departing Savannah, correct?
Yep, Savannah to Philly.
So we're racing each other. You're going Savannah to Philly. I'm going to Melbourne to Charlotte. We'll see who can get to their base quicker, because it's go home day, right?
Yeah, it's go home day. I tell you, flying some of these regional jets definitely require a little bit more hands-on. So
I see.
I mean, the 145 is pretty good. It definitely needs some addition to the sim to make it better. But it makes you kind of really get some hands-on flying and doing some mental math, calculating the type of descent. It's not a problem, real-world pilot stuff. So it's like, hey, why not get it done?
I hear you.
33.
I'm not brave enough to do the ERJ yet. I mean, I'm even going to probably crater the landing in Charlotte with this thing, so we'll see how it goes.
It's a lot harder, in my opinion. I mean, like I said, I have auto throttles. You don't.
Yeah, I don't. You're absolutely right. All right. Wind of 140 at 10 statute miles. Showers with thunderstorms in the area, diminishing. Few at 4,600, scattered at 5,500, broken at 7,500, so definitely cloudy and bumpy. 3010 is the altimeter, so we'll go ahead and set the altimeter, and we'll focus now back on our box. All right. First waypoint is going to be Daytona Beach, so we'll go ahead and plug that in here. And then it is Benki. Pretty sure I spelled that. B-E-N-K-I. Benki.
Oh, it looks like I win the race then.
Are you already? Oh, well. What's your block time?
2:05.
Okay. Benki. There we go. All right. Now we're going to VIAP. V-I. Or V-I-Y-A-P. There we go. And then after VIAP is direct checker for the stock car for arrival. So how do you spell checker? C-H-E-C-R. All right, so we'll go ahead and 9 right departure, Melbourne 8, we'll execute that. Then we'll go to the arrival. Next page, stock car 4 via checker. And what is the wind in Charlotte? What's the weather looking like in Charlotte? 210 at 9er, so we'll do 1-8 left.
43.36, holding short of runway 19.
We'll put Cavi, checker, that all looks good. All right, so legs. Off of 9 right, caping, and then getting radar vectors. So we'll vector ourselves up to Daytona Beach. And there's checker, so we'll bring that up to get rid of that.
Public 43.36, lining up in rate, runway 19.
Flight plan, and now we'll go over to performance initialization. This one, we're going to go ahead and send that data to the FMS. 70 passengers, that looks good. 9,836 pounds of fuel since we got our APU running. We're going up to 31,000. And we'll go ahead and execute that. Next page, we'll grab our ISO deviation. Go ahead and close my sim brief page out. My flight plan, here we go. ISO deviation is 11. And 055 at 11 is our cruise wind.
So now the traffic Republic 43.36 departing 19 to the northeast. Savannah.
All right. Top of climb wind is 062. 031. And descent wind 066 at 6. Yep. Boom. All right. VNAV setup. That looks good. And our target is going. We'll do 295 on our target for here.
Good one. Okay.
295.76 target. And that looks good there. All right, now we're gonna go down to perf. Let's find out what our flex is. Down here, our flex temp for departure is gonna be 47, so we'll flex on the departure, and that looks good. And we have the corresponding magenta flex displayed on our engine instruments up here, so that looks good. So now we'll go back to legs. And we're going to turn VNAV on. Both sides. VNAV advisory. Legs, legs, and that all looks good up there. Alright. So now the plane is ready for departure. We're going to go ahead and grab our logo lights and nav lights. Landing lights, that all stays off. This goes on. Window heats can come on. Recirc air can come on. Fuel pumps can go on. And packs are going to stay off until we get engines up and running. Let me make sure our spoilers are good. Flaps are up. Throttles are stowed. Apparently my spoilers want to start dancing a little bit. So 2725 on our squawk. So we're going to go to our radio page. This is something that I learned about the CRJ. Made life so much easier for me, so I don't have to constantly scroll. So if you're in the CRJ and you didn't know about the radio page, if you click the radio page, you could actually just paste everything in here instead of having to use this display down here. Makes life super easy. .ctaf, KMLB. And the MLB CTAF for this departure is 118.2, so 118.2. There we go. Turn our standby radio on. That goes to number 1. Grab our trims. All right, Melbourne 8 departure. Now let's go ahead and brief our departure out of here. Melbourne 8 departure. Our nav to Cap'n. Top altitude's 2,000. So I'll make sure that's set. 2,000 is set. Everything else looks good. We'll bring some lighting in on the panels so they don't look dull. Once, twice, and 3 times. All right, and we'll take it from the FO side for the rest of the departure. And flight directors can come on as well.
Ooh, what do we do at 10,000? 1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know what? Forgot to bug our speeds. We'll go back over here. One last thing, return the load sheet. We'll set our speed bugs, and that's good to go. All right, so we'll go over here. We'll let GSX know we're ready to rock steady, and we're ready to get out of here.
Yeah, you're going to have a bumpy ride as soon as you hit the Georgia line, too.
Oh, I believe it.
I'm at 12 right now, and I'm getting rocked around a little bit.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
I believe it 100%. So that looks good. All right, we'll go back over here and we'll do our checklist. 4-star checklist. Passive seatbelt signs are on. Landing elevation is set. Altimeters once, twice, and we'll do nose right, tail left.
Brakes,
and set 3 times. That checks. FMS checked and set. Our nav Cap'n, then we'll do vectors out of here. 2,000's the top altitude, that's set, that looks good. IRSs are aligned, nav radios, that's all taken care of. Takeoff briefing. Climb runway heading, our nav to Cap'n, climb in 2,000, then we'll make a left turn, crosswind departure towards the north, and we'll go direct to our first fix, which will be Daytona Beach. All right, clear to start checklist. We'll make sure that gets addressed once we get going. I always forget about this. We go to the aircraft and we got everything's closed. We got to remove the wheel chocks. Can't wait till they're eventually we'll have direct integration with GSX. Be nice.
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll go back to our checklist. Clear to start. And GSX is just gonna spin us around.
Carry out some icing warnings over here right now.
Uh-oh. Our electronics are checked. Takeoff data is set and compared. VT's 202, V2 153, V1 143, 144. Those are all checked. V2 plus 1063, and that's what's bugged. Got it. All right, go back here. Doors closed and locked. Doors are good. Beacon is on. Sorry about that. Fuel pumps quantity, those are on, and quantity is 9,795 pounds. Hydraulic pumps are on, and park brake is on off set. All right. Let's go ahead and turn at number 2. Enjoy those engine sounds while we're over here. All right. Engine number 2 is starting up and good. We'll go ahead and set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We've got a good engine start. You can go ahead and disconnect.
Good engine start. You can disconnect.
Let number 2 finish temping out. Number 2 is online and stable. Let's go ahead and turn number 1. Wait for 20%.
Unlocking gear.
There's 20.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
All right, we'll set flaps. All right, and they've got the pin they're waving at us. They've disconnected. We've got 2 good engines. Go ahead and turn our packs on. Get some air conditioning going. We'll go ahead and shut down the APU. Activate our thrust reversers. All right, taxi checklist. Slots and flaps set to 8 for departure. Flight controls. Up, down, left, right, left rudder, right rudder. Flight controls are free and clear, checked. Trims in the green and set. Alright, set unchecked. Thrust reversers are armed. Flight instruments. We're on a 300 heading, and that we're just off of a 300 heading, so that looks good, and that's checked. Flight instruments are good. Brake temp. These brakes are cold. We're starting from cold and dark. That is set before takeoff checklist when we get down to the end of the runway. For now, everybody, we're going to handle this from the FO side for the rest of this departure. We're going to grab our taxi chart up here. So it'll be Alpha. We'll cross runway 5 at Alpha, and essentially all the way down to 9 right. It's going to be a pretty decent long taxiway, 10,000 feet runway here, so fairly easy taxi, just going to be a little bit on the longer side, but we'll get across there. Introduced a little bit of thrust, so we get a little bit of a good roll going. Melbourne traffic, blue streak, 5594 is going to be taxiing to runway 9 right via Alpha. We'll be crossing runway 5 at Alpha, Melbourne. Keep that taxiway or that taxi line here in the center, right on my left knee. And runways are clear. Runways are clear. And all lights on. Takeoff config is okay. Reversers are armed. APU door is still open. We'll go ahead and close that. Seats and seatbelts checked and no smoking. So we'll go ahead and cage those messages. And they're caged. And here's Alpha. We got a nice decent roll going. I tweaked my graphics settings before I started this flight to see if it would make a difference, and so far it's making a difference.
Which had to lower. You got the.
I only changed 2 settings though. I turned no, I didn't touch rate. What did I? There were 2 settings. I forget. I just went from ultra down to high on the 2 settings, and for me it's making a difference. I didn't realize it was going to make that much of a difference.
Oh yeah.
So nice and smooth so far. I don't want to jinx it because it's running so smooth, but we'll see. Kind of exciting. How's yours been running today?
Pretty smooth, not one stutter yet, and especially running VR. I'm running anything between high, medium, and some lows, because most of the stuff, like let's say on the ground, I don't want to see cars. I don't need fauna, so I turn all that stuff I don't need.
Yeah, those are all CPU eating. Yeah, those will kill your CPU. So the only thing I have that I do like is the ground traffic, you know, vehicles. I have that set to medium.
Yeah, coming into land to see them on the road, and that's pretty cool.
All right, we can turn our strobe back off. Nice long taxi to runway 9er right.
Man, I haven't had this much fun in VR flying flight sims in a long time, bro.
I'm really happy that we have yours running on your hardware and you're able to do VR without any issues.
Oh yeah, no lies here. No stutters either. I'm up at flight level 330 and I'm getting pushed.
On the road again. But I just can't wait to get on the road again. I know my singing sucks.
I almost had what's his name in my head. Yes.
XP.
Yeah. Shout out XP.
He's one of the real OGs.
Jeff, Cat Trader.
You know, I'm looking. I don't know if you're watching the stream, but I'm looking outside. It looks pretty nasty right up to our flight routing right along the East Coast. I was hoping we were going to be safe, but the weather is moving eastbound. That just means we're going to have to climb out of here as quickly as we can. Get above it.
What are you going to?
31,000.
You're going to be in it.
Yep, probably.
I'm at 33, and I'm looking at cloud tops over here.
I just broke the cardinal sin. Don't look down when you're taxiing, otherwise you'll start moving around.
Oh yeah, I made that mistake on VATSIM not too long ago.
You know what? I gotta pull up Pilot's Life too. Let's make sure Pilot's Life is tracking me. Yep, taxi out. It's tracking. So stream, something new to this, or chat, something new to the stream, if you're not familiar with it, it's called a Pilot's Life, which is like a career mode. It's been around for a little bit, and this is where I'm getting my schedule from and my flights from. So we're doing 5594 from Melbourne to Charlotte, and my next turn is going to be from Charlotte to Baton Rouge. But that's a little bit lengthy, and this stream, depending upon the weather and stuff, is going to take about 2 hours, so we may not be doing the Baton Rouge route tonight. We may land at Charlotte and probably maybe go to like ORF or something, another hour hop and back. But somebody that's been flying, you know, mostly either general aviation or, you know, the Max or the Phoenix in the sim, you know, having the CRJ and flying these, I'm actually kind of enjoying these like 1 hour, 10 minute, 1 hour, 20 minute hops, because it's just enough where you can to kind of relax, enjoy looking outside for a little bit, and then boom, you got to get right back to work to get ready for your approach. into your
I call it
airport.
the family man sweet spot.
The family man sweet spot. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, we're gonna hold short here of 9 right. I'm gonna switch over to the captain's seat so we can do our before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff, fuel flow cross manual. So we'll go up over here and we'll do that. That looks good. All right, and flight attendants. Hey, flight attendants, we're getting ready to depart. Transponder TCAS is on and looking down. It's green. It's lit. That's good. Radar terrain display. We'll go ahead and make sure those are set, and then CAS is checked. CAS, so we've got air flow open, takeoff config okay, reversers are armed, and the rest is caged. All right. Before takeoff checklist is complete, we'll head back over to the FO side, and we'll go ahead and make our traffic call and get on out of here. The Melbourne traffic, Blue Streak 5594 is going to be departing 9 right. Will be a left crosswind departure towards the north, Melbourne. All lights are on. Continue this turn out of here. These clouds are so much better, man, when you got thunderstorms around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like my Allegiant landing the other day.
Oh man. How was that for IFR realism?
Oh yeah. Low level wind shear.
Low level wind shear. Beware of the sink. All right, 9 right is confirmed. We'll line up on center line here. And center line is made. All right, cool. Last configurations, flaps are 8. Everything else looks good, so let's go ahead and fly. Let's get on that up out of here. Let's blow them up a little bit. Go up to 50. And we're nice and stable. Let's go. All right. Thrust is set. Airspeed is alive. There's 80 knots. And there's V1. Rotate. Airborne. Positive rate. Gear up. Climbing for 2,000, RNAV into Cape. Cap'n, sorry, not Cape, Cap'n. Cape is in Orlando.
I'm
All right. I'll have to fix my advisory VNAV. I thought I turned it on for the right side, but I didn't. All right. And as soon as we get to Cap'n, we'll start turning northbound. I'm going to go ahead and increase our altitude. We'll take it up to 17 for now. Lower the nose so we can gain some airspeed. We'll take the flaps in. Coming up on our waypoint. And there we go. We'll go ahead and start making our left turn. Melbourne traffic, Blue Streak 5594 is 5 miles due east of the field, 3,400 feet. We're turning left crosswind, runway 9er right. Will be departing to the north. Final call, Melbourne. All right, bring in flaps. Flaps up. Looking good. Direct. Daytona Beach. Execute. Woo. Got some cloud turbulence on that one.
Hey, what's your attitude?
6,600.
Hey, well, you get to get some ACC going in Charlotte.
Oh, I got VATSIM ATC getting into Charlotte.
Yep.
Nice.
Tower, center. Yeah.
Woo, bumpy departure. Yep. Those clouds are, thank God we're slow. That's why I'm trying to stay slow. I'm not increasing to 250 yet because of the bumps and the turbulence.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to a... Well, you just went around a small cell.
Yep. Woo, chat. All right. Made it through the bumps. Let's go ahead and let autopilot do autopilot things. We'll go direct Daytona Beach. Execute. And we'll nav it. We'll climb on speed.
Ain't the number coming up.
Is it? Oh, look at that. Yes,
Yep.
chat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All right. 10,000. Landing lights off.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, we're navving it on speed at 250. There's 10. That was quite the bumpy departure out of there. We knew it was going to be.
Right there.
Oh man, I can't get over the layers that they fixed when they fixed live weather, and you actually have layers of weather now, layers of clouds. Yeah, we're getting right around that cell that's right there. Let's go back. and we'll climb at 285. All right, we'll go over to the captain's seat, call for the climb checklist. Fuel flow auto. Auto. A blazing view off. Thrust reversers off. And cast checked. All cage messages. All right, there we go. Climb at 285, 14,800 feet now. Definitely turbulent departure getting out of there, but we made it. Now we can enjoy the rest of the trip on down. Where are you at? We'll take it up. Going to 31,000 now. Alright, well fine. If you don't want to climb on speed, we'll climb up VS for a little bit. Those sounds, the Bore sound pack for the CRJ, night and day difference from stock. I don't know if you have them or not, but awesome sound pack. We're above 18. Altimeter is set once, set twice, and 3 times the standard. So now we just monitor everything else and enjoy our flight on out of Melbourne. We do have Atlanta, so we're going to be talking to Atlanta here just in a little bit.
You said the scene pack? I mean the sound pack?
The sound pack for the CRJ. I just got it today.
Oh, yeah, I got that. Oh, yeah, that thing is new.
I didn't know he made one until today.
Really? He had the 7.3 out too?
Well, I'll get it when PMDG comes to 2024. At least for the 737s anyway.
GTA 6, got it.
Oh man, GTA 6 when? You know that's the running joke with Phoenix. We're gonna get GTA 6 before we get BFU from Phoenix.
It's crazy because like I respect all that hard work that they're doing, but man, I need a picture of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a nobody, but keep up the hard work. Shout out to all those developers for sure.
Yep. They're working. I know they are. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn the game audio pretty much in 3, 2, 1 off. And we'll bring the stream music back in.
I'm almost in North Carolina. Maybe
Are you really?
Above Myrtle. Yeah.
What are you gonna cruise at?
33. My 0.74. to get Tower going into Philly.
Oh no, I think I hit the secret sauce with just those two settings I tweaked.
A regional jet I'm excited to fly.
What? Which one?
So obviously the 175 is going to be, you know, pretty good aircraft once it gets its VNAV installed and stuff. But man, that 145, the 145, I'm looking forward to that.
Heck yeah. No, I'd be good with when. I don't know. So, which one are you flying right now? The 145?
I'm flying the 175.
The 175. Okay. Oh no, I may have to get that added to the arsenal.
After that frustration I was having on the CRJ last week, I think, yeah.
Well, the CRJ for me is not frustrating. It's one of those planes you really it makes you work to learn it.
I was working. It's just the pilot's life wasn't being nice to me that day.
True.
I want to try out that Caravan, the 406.
Yep.
Do a couple of Cape Air routes.
You know, hang on one sec.
Yep.
Epidemic sounds usually pretty good with music, but I think the past like 2 or 3 songs it's been kind of hit or miss, so we're gonna shake the playlist for the stream up a little bit. Maybe play some smooth jazz here in a little bit. Live life on the wild side. Are we gonna hit 31? Yes, we'll hit 31. All right. Are we gonna be in Atlanta's airspace? No, we're not going to talk to Atlanta till we're in the descent on the arrival, so that'd be fine. There's a couple Jax controllers up. Somebody's got Jacksonville Tower, Ocala. That's not a usual one that you see. Nice.
Ocala would be a pretty cool airport. I haven't seen Ocala in the sim.
In the sim?
Yeah.
So they've got a freeware out for it. A dude did a fantastic job in terms of freeware for Ocala. So it's on the flightsim.to website. I've flown in and out of there a couple of times. He's got the restaurant. He's got the main heart of it, like, perfect.
You gotta check that out. That's one of the things that, you know, flying all these regional routes, gotta get some of these smaller and lesser known airports. I mean, Ocala's not small or lesser known, but it
doesn't have any commercial traffic to it.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of private go there, a lot of business jets.
Yep. How we look at? Yep, we're finally above the weather. We're breaking out of the weather now. So that's always good. What does Charlotte's weather look like right now? All right, the arrival ATIS for Charlotte, 220 at 8, 10 statute miles visibility. Scattered at 4,200. Broken at 9,000. Broken at 25,000. 3-3 on the temp. 3007 on the altimeter. 18 right, 18 center, 18 left are in use. Cool. And contract. Yeah, the rest of that. Okay. So just a bunch of clouds. I've never seen. Have you ever seen TCU on a METAR before in Real World?
Ever seen what?
The thing. So for Seal to Charlotte, this is like the third time this week I've seen it in Real World. ATIS reporting TCU. So scattered at 4,200 TCU.
I haven't seen that.
METAR decoder. KCLT. Do you know that that there's a? I can. If you ever, let's see what it talks about. So it's VFR. Yes, we know it's VFR. No, it didn't work there because that's just the METAR, not the ATIS. So we're all learning together, chat. So here you go. Towering cumulus clouds. So TCU and an ATIS means towering cumulus, which means the thunderstorms will start. That's
I've never seen
so.
TV.
Yep. So TCU must mean that those cumulus clouds are growing into thunderstorms. I guess that's what you probably would see before it becomes a thunderstorm. In the maturing phase, or the cumulus phase becoming the maturing phase. All right. Epidemic sound. I love you to death. But I'm not doing house music today. Let's try this. There we go. Some late afternoon smooth jazz on the drive home. On the flight home since it's go home day.
Yeah, this music is a lot better.
Smooth. You know, I'm proud of you. Because you worked so hard last night to get the A3... Yeah, you. Because you worked so hard to get the A320 liveries to work, and you haven't flown in the A321 since. The A321neo.
Oh, yeah, dude.
6 hours. 6 hours. And it was something that I would have never really thought of because I'm not a tech.
What, the permissions issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. That's why you just call me. I'm 1-800 tech support.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, it's like, I don't want to deal with it. But the way I am, I'm like, I don't just like leave tasks undone.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit lonely at 2 o'clock this morning when I'm trying to do PowerPoints.
I was like sitting there with my eyes closing, like, oh, finally, it's all over. I should do a flight.
I just did one when I was doing the PowerPoints. That's why I did San Francisco to O'Hare, because I was like, all right, I'll do a flight. That's where I was like, okay, not the biggest fan. The Headwind 787 is nice. It definitely allows you to enjoy flying in a big plane for free. But that's not my cup of tea. CRJs, narrow bodies, I don't know. That's just my cup. That's my thing.
You know, I enjoy flying the wide body, but I'm not doing like really big long routes, like 13-hour flights at all. You know, I'll do a domestic like transcon, but that's about it.
Yeah, mine was aiming at transcon. When I started the flight, I was like, I had to think about where I could go, where I'm not gonna cause myself to be late for my appointment that I had at 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. Check.
I will say the performance for the for San Francisco, the flight beam for 2024, spot on. It was
really
legit.
It was good.
Yeah, I had no problems with it performance wise when I was there.
I'm getting good.
Right now?
Turbulent at that flight level 3. Yeah.
Oh, with turbulence.
Yeah, it's bad, dude.
It's been smooth at flight level 310 for here. Chat's been enjoying the view outside the wing. Hopefully that did. I just had to turn the music down in my headset. Hopefully that didn't mute the sound. Nope, we're good. Okay.
So hey, does that
Ooh.
that setup that you use, is it working with all the planes, or is it just locked to Airbus for right now?
Which one?
The wing flex.
The wing flex is all Airbus. So it does work. It works for the FS Labs. It works. Actually, I can't say 100% because I think somebody was having. I think that they're working on compatibility for the FS Labs, if I'm not mistaken. But it works for the Phoenix. It works for the INI. It works with Lat VFR that I'm aware of. Hang on, I can actually pull up their most recent announcement. The most recent update to Wing Flex for it was they're bringing the RMP compatibility, which I pre-ordered. So I'll have that last part to complete the full glare shield for it.
Nice. Do you remember what I said I would love for somebody to come out with? I don't care if it's Wind Wing or Thrustmaster.
A new throttle quadrant?
Definitely not that.
Oh, what? Hey.
Okay, the TCA, I started off with that, because I just got into, not flight simming, but it was the first Airbus something that I wasn't spending $5,000 to get,
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, I upgraded since then. I got me a throttle tech, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a good price for what you get. And then you start seeing Wind Wing getting stuff, and you're like, okay, this is great quality, Now I'm like,
some of these other companies need to join in and get some stuff going, because if somebody can come out with the E175 like yoke, I would be so happy.
I wonder if you can make like an attach. Somebody needs to make a yoke like Thrustmaster did for the Boeing, but make the head detachable, so you could grab like that. Grab the E175.
There is. I forgot. It switches out. I can't remember their name, but it has a Boeing attachment and but they have a Phenom, so you can switch off the pieces. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Who it is?
But is it a pendular yoke like the like both the E175 and the Boeings have? That's what I'm getting at. Somebody needs to create a pendular yoke where the controls, like Moza and the other ones, where they're interchangeable. You take off the Boeing and put on the E175 or the CRJ, and you would just replace the handles. The pendular yoke itself, the mechanism stays the way it is because it's the same way in all the planes. You just would change the handles.
Yeah. The only thing
I'm
I'd be
actually
worried
really
about
surprised
is like
that nobody else has done that.
QC, like the QC out of that would be a little bit of a headache, because those pins that it requires to get the buttons to work, those wear out so quickly when you're taking things off and putting things back on. Like even with the Honeycomb, I've had this for years now, like since it released. And those little metal prongs on the levers, some of those are starting to like show its age. So eventually I need to get me a Boeing a Boeing throttle.
Did you read the most recent updates that PMDG released?
No, but if it's gonna make me mad, matter of fact, now I need to know. What is it?
Okay, so 7 hours ago, FS Elite posted news article. Said 777 update delays. The team had planned on releasing a number of updates to the 777 lineup in the days prior to FS Expo, but due to the unexpected workload involved in preparing for the conference, these updates were held off until the team was back at home. Anticipating they will release updates via the marketplace next week for the 777-300ER and -F, will include numerous cleanup fixes across both aircraft. They also anticipate release of the 777-200ER, also at Build 116, via the marketplace for both PC and Xbox. PMDG anticipates that Microsoft will release the 300ER and 777F into the marketplace next week, starting July 19th.
I don't know how I
Those
feel
who
about
purchased the 300ER and 777F via marketplace for 2020 will see the 2024 versions available at no cost.
Okay, I'm happy about that.
That's a plus.
Yeah, I updated the 777 this morning, actually. I wonder if that was it.
Launch of the 777-200ER in marketplace has been pushed back at least another week or two due to the marketplace integration problems when attempting to connect the 2024 version to the 2020 version, which would enable existing 2020 customers to receive the 2024 200ER for free.
But you had to have it off the marketplace.
Yeah. Two customers will receive an update to Build 116 in the next week or so. All right. FS
Ceiling
Expo
over here is sneaking.
So so a couple questions that were from FX Expo. When will the 737NG series appear in 2024? Answer is as soon as possible. When will the 737 MAX appear in PMDG colors? The answer was a silent nod and a smile. When will the 747 release? According to this, an answer that was a bit wild conjecture that was largely unintentionally unhelpful. Okay. When will PMDG do a 787? Answer was another silent nod and a smile.
Oh,
so,
boy.
Aside from the 777s, not much very news gleaning from that article.
My marketing, like, alarms are going off with that. Because it's like, oh gosh, just tell me. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to take forever to do it. Just tell me. Like, I remember when Synaptic was like, oh, the 220 is coming out. I was like, yes, and we're going to find a 220 soon. And I'm like, oh, no, not soon, but, you know, it's coming out. I'm happy.
I think that plane's going to be I think that plane's going to be a handful to learn because of how advanced it is compared to, you know, what we do. Crap. That's what I get for not paying attention. I'm losing 7 points already.
What? What'd you do?
I didn't pull my throttles back when we got the clear, so I was overspeeding. Again. So I have a nickname called Landing Light because I forget to put my landing lights off at 10,000 feet, and now I have overspeed. So this is going to be so much fun. But now at least we correct the problem. And our plate is still together.
Oh yeah, that would have been a really bad.
Well, all we would need to do is hit some turbulent overspeeding. No, I don't. But all we would need to have done was just continue with the overspeed and just hit some turbulence, and we would have been done. We would have been cooked. So the wing would have gone bye-bye.
Oh yeah, I keep the damages on. Keep me honest sometimes.
Oh,
But
really?
it's really got me. It got me in a pinch a couple of times.
I
Bro, the
turned it off
ceiling
a
is,
while ago
sinking.
when you would be normal going down the runway, and then it would just blank you out saying you damaged the landing gear, and it was just a normal runway and a normal departure, and I just got frustrated, so I just turned damage off.
Yeah.
Cool. Now we're getting back to 0.78. Where are we at on fuel since we were cruising at like 320 knots there for a little bit?
Mock Jesus.
Yeah, we were definitely going Mach Jesus on that. Total fuel 6.1 right now. Okay, we've got plenty of fuel to get to Charlotte. Because we should be... Chat, where are we at? And we're... Oh, we just passed St. Simon. Emergency descent. Let's go get some barbecue.
Right?
Chad, if you don't know, there is a barbecue joint right across the street from St. Simon's Airport. I think it's called Southern Soul Barbecue. Hands down, the best barbecue in the United States in St. Simon, Georgia. Absolutely the best. And I am a little bit of a barbecue kind of snob. So when I say the best, it's my opinion. There is nothing else that's been better that I've tried. And I've been all over Florida with barbecue, and I've been in Texas. Texas is great. So the best thing, I would say that Southern Soul Barbecue is very close to Texas style barbecue, and it's delicious.
About 150 out.
You're 150 out? I'm 123. I'm going to beat you.
No freaking way.
No, I'm literally just passing Savannah right now. But I'm 122 miles from my top of drop. I am 262 nautical miles away from Charlotte.
That's because you were cruising at like Mach 8.
Okay, maybe. I was Mach 8.3, okay. I had to slow down. I'm now back to what I think 7.9. Let's increase that. Nope, other way around. Yeah, I'm just a little bit over 7.9.
Yeah, I'm ready for...
Kind of keep it between,
FSS
what, 1,800 and 2,000
on
the fuel flow. What are you ready for? Sorry.
The FSS update for the 175 with the VNAV. Like, I don't need it, but it's like, I really rather not have to keep doing this mental math all the time. I want to fly a regional that
Don't be lazy.
it's going to be annoying. No.
I say that and I'm staring at my advisory VNAV in the CRJ, so. Ground speed is 473, so even with the headwind, it's only 11 knots, thank God, but even with the headwind, we're still cruising, we're doing good. Let's look down here and see our progress. So 42 miles from our transition to the arrival into Charlotte. Landing at Charlotte with 5,200 pounds of fuel right now. So we should be fine there. We need to get rid of Daytona Beach from our scratch pad. And we'll do our 10-mile range ring from Charlotte. 10 miles There we go. And then we can switch this to plan mode. Lower this. Do, 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 do. That's a good question. How do I switch it to plan mode? Aha! There we go. Increase the range.
I might lose my 100% streak today.
Oh, really?
My arrival into Philly, 240 at 20, gust 24.
Alright, I just got a auto ATC message that says Jacksonville Center advises descend and maintain or descend via the stock core for arrival. Sheltered altimeter is 3007. No separation service provider. Oh yeah, because we're coming up on checker. So let's go ahead and, so we don't get behind the airplane, let's look at our arrival. And stock car 4 RNAV arrival. So I leave it nice and big so you can follow along with me, chat. So we're coming from checker here. This is where we're at. And the flag is at below flight level 230, above flight level 210. Chevette is below 29er and above 24. So we're actually going to have to start descending here in a few minutes. Bottom altitude, 10,000 feet. And then Hando, and then we'll have, well, actually when we cross finish is essentially when we're getting ATC. Either flag or finish when we get ATC from Atlanta. Yeah, let's look. Go to, we'll close this out. Oh, it's actually past finish. It's between Lap and Zycmo. That's kind of a weird name. GPS waypoint name, Zycmo.
That's kind of weird.
But there's a thunderstorm that's developing just to the northeast of Charlotte right now. Fun times. Right in our approach corridor. Oh, it's moving away. Oh, it moved away. It's developing though. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, but most of the weather is north of Charlotte, so we should have a nice, easy, uneventful arrival into Charlotte.
Got a lot of ATC on today, though. Ground towers.
Before takeoff and with an air engine. November 555 Delta Stay, open up your parking.
Alright, sorry about that. I was off comms for a sec. What's up? And now you're off comms.
My bad. The ATC was talking and it was like super loud.
You have ATC?
No, it was just super like unitime.
Hey.
Tango, thanks. Clear to enter Blackbird airspace. Walk 2323.
We'll go ahead and turn Atlanta on. 975.
Your number of where it be.
American
2704.
402704. Number 533, contact line approach 133.472.
So this is I guess a.
And over to approach.
Oh, somebody just flew over my head. Who was that?
Cool. Enjoy the view.
United 1048 5 No, 1048 line center right
So what does it mean on VATSIM when somebody says that they're covering Philadelphia plus the Class Bravo? So he's doing the whole. It says he's covering Philly Tower plus Class Bravo.
Go on 187
So what's he saying is he's controlling the Class Bravo airspace around him. It's not normal. Usually towers 5 miles out, 10 miles out, but you give him a call and see if he controls. So he's trying to probably act as approach control and tower at the same time.
Okay. Haven't seen him do that before.
That was 371 Memphis is offline. Frequency advisory approved, yeah. United 1327 Memphis is offline. Frequency advisory approved, yeah. Advisory there.
All right, 0.79.
0704, fly heading 230.
We're going to descend here in a few minutes. It'll be our first initial descent for the arrival. Bottom altitude for the arrival, as we talked about, discussed, chat, is
Make the turn on the Romeo to the ramp.
Romeo to the ramp, thank you, American.
arrival, stop car. 10,000 is the bottom altitude. All right, let's brief our approach. We're going to be taking 18 left. Excuse me. All right, Charlotte, North Carolina, ILS localizer, runway 18 left, and it's in date. We're good. KCLT, good on that side. Minimum safe altitude 3,800 feet within 25 nautical miles of the CLT Charlotte VOR. This is altitude 1,002. We're going to do 1,052. We'll be shooting the ILS approach. 183 on the final approach course, 110.35, Indigo Victor Kilo Quebec. So let's go ahead and go over to our FO side, and we're going to look down at our radio page, and we should do India Victor Kilo Quebec. There we go, 110.5. It recognized it. Indigo Victor Kilo Quebec. In nav 2, there we go. Switch to manual mode. Great. So those are programmed in there, and then when we switch over, we'll switch over to nav source and make sure that our final approach course is set appropriately. Go back to the brief. Probably turn inbound from Hando over Snake, and then come in and shoot the full approach. So 5,000. So we'll descend after we hit our final approach. More than likely, Atlanta's going to have us descend down to 5,000. We'll be under controlled airspace at that point. So they'll vector us directly where we need to go onto the localizer. We have runway and identifier lights and PAPIs on the left as approach lighting for 18 left. If we have a missed approach, as depicted down here, climbing runway heading 1,300, then a climbing left turn to 4,000. We're going to go outbound on the 093 radial from the Charlotte VOR of 115.0 to Locust intersection and hold. Since it's depicted on the chart as a standard right-hand turn hold, this will be a direct entry for us. So no fancy turns. We should be able to right into it and hold. All right. So that is our missed approach. There's an alternate approach on the left-hand side, but we're going to be going, if we need to do anything, we'll do the missed approach fix from here. Obviously, with a decision altitude of 1,052 feet, we need to be cognizant of all of these towers that are in the area, 1,300, 1,200. Tallest one that I can see based on this chart is going to be to the west of our final approach corridor, so we should be good. But with clearance, we just need to make sure we don't get below 3,800 feet until we're established on the localizer. Looking for 750, so standard 3-degree glide slope, so it's about 750 feet per minute descent once we capture the final approach fix, which is Eagle. That's where that Maltese Cross is. Nice steady 3-degree glide
Roger,
strip on down to the runway.
Taxi on the ramp via Echo, see you later.
It's ramp via Echo, have a good evening.
We don't need to worry about visual for this because it's VFR in Charlotte right now, so we don't need to worry about visibility concerns.
18 left, clear line, America 2704. American 1632, expect the Alice approach runway 18 center.
That looks good. So approach is briefed.
American 1632.
Got a 482, Memphis is offline, frequency advisory, approved, take care.
Order advisory 482,
Where our top of descent is in 3 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and take our altitude and drop it down. So we'll drop it down to 24. That's the bottom altitude for the first restriction.
Hello, Atlanta Center, American 1547, flight level 337.
American 1547, London Center, hello, squawk 70.
Look at our speed. Speed's good. Altitude's good.
Atlanta Center, American 324, 6,500, direct to Cotton.
American 324, London Center, Roger, climate change, follow 340.
340, American 324.
American 2704, the wind's 220 at 8, runway 18 left, clear line.
18 left, clear to land, American 2704.
Southwest 2216, Snowy, the Hobbit 2 arrival. The Atlanta altimeter is 30007.
Alright, clear for the Hobbit 2 arrival and 3007 for Southwest 2216.
Southwest 2216, just confirm descend via the Hobbit 2 arrival.
We'll descend by the Hobbit 2, Southwest 2216.
All right.
47, squawk 7036, right up.
We did have Charlotte Tower up, but they went down, so we'll just we'll be talking to Atlanta Center the whole way till we land. We should be landing and arriving at the Echo Gates, whichever one we want. Probably 27 if it's not taken. It's just nice easy straight taxi off of a 18 left. We'll go ahead and do that briefing now. We stay 6 steps ahead of the plane. Landing 18 left. Probably get off at Charlie 6. We'll back taxi Charlie all the way down to the Echo Gates, which is here on the north side. So we'll hope to make Charlie 6, if not Charlie 4, but Charlie 6 is usually where we end up with our landing. Latest weather, that storm cell has moved away, so we should be crystal clear.
American 1547, Atlanta.
Still some towering cumulus clouds in the area, scattered at 4,200, broken at 9,000, broken at 25.
370.
370, 7225.
Let's go ahead and start our descent on down.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1810, 5,300, climbing 10,000.
1810, Atlanta Center, hello, climate change, follow 230.
And reduce our throttles
230,
down.
Delta 1810.
American 1632, turn right heading 120.
Turn right heading 120, American 30.
American 1547, we just saw that we had a frequency loss. Sorry about that. We're reporting.
American 1547, no problem. Squawk 70369 up.
70369 for 1547.
American 1547, radar contact, 10 miles to the west of Dublin, VOR. It's going to be the Jedi 3 arrival, they land on Thunder 3007.
Alright, descending via the stock car 4. We're on 280 on the speed, which is a restriction for the arrival.
Dallas 2216, contact Atlanta approach 133.47, take care.
Atlanta approach on 133.47, Southwest 2216, have a good day.
But here we go. Alright, briefings are all done. Now we're just enjoying the descent on the way down. Keeping an eye on our speed.
Frequency change approved, Delta 194, see you.
American 1632, flight 150 to the right of 18 center localizer. Just got to maintain 4000.
Heading 150 for the localizer and then 5000.
American 1632, just got to maintain 4000.
4000 American.
Sim is looking good. It's running good. I think they got themselves a release candidate. There's still some issues and some bugs, but I think performance-wise, this has gotten a lot better. It's come a long way from the start. The rocky start to it when they updated it yesterday to 5.17 CTD, and then did something funky. My actual AMD driver, case driver, because I'm running a 3D cache chip, actually borked itself mid-game yet last night when I was doing some testing with it, so had to reinstall that, but since then it's been running like a dream.
My bad, it's getting a little busy over here.
Uh-huh.
No, ATC is on now.
Hey, Atlanta Center, good afternoon. That's A21 with you direct comms, climbing through 9,000 for 14,000.
3851 on the Roger, climbing 10 follow 340.
Climbing maintain flight with 340, that's 851.
Got a 1632, you're 3 miles from Hackle, clear Dallas, runway 18 center approach. Sorry, American 1632, you're 2 miles from Hackle, clear Dallas, runway 18 center approach.
8 center approach, American 1632.
We're maintaining our speed. We're within our crossing restrictions. Looking good. Next one is below 19 and above 12.
American 1547, contact Atlanta approach 133.47, take care.
And we'll scroll this up. 3007 was the latest altimeter in Charlotte.
American 1547, contact Atlanta approach 133.47.
.3007, yep. And we have a mic. Information mic. Atlanta Center, top of the unity. Blue Streak 5594. We are 17,200, sending stock car 4 with mic.
Sorry about that again, Atlanta Center, American 1547, we're back.
American 1547, contact Atlanta approach 133.47.
13347, have a good day.
As well, Blue Streak 5594, Atlanta, was that you calling in about, I don't know, 40 northwest of Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, we're 15,700 descending via stock car 4 with mic.
Blue Streak 5594, Atlanta Center, Ida. American 324, Memphis is offline for change advisory, agrees with you.
Frequency to advisor, change to advisor, American 324 will see you.
Blue Streak 5594, radar contact about 50 miles southeast of Charlotte. From the Alice approach running 18 left. Charlotte altimeter 3007.
We've got mic on board, and we'll expect the LS 18 left for Blue Streak 5594.
Air Canada 7225, Indy Center is offline for change advisory, agrees with you.
Alright, our next crossing restriction has got a speed decrease of 270, so we'll go drop it down to 270. Throw out some speed brakes.
Got an 1810 Pacific, the Hobbit 2 arrival, the Atlanta altimeter 3007.
Cynthia Hobbit 2, Delta 1810.
It is busy over here.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Target 1632, the 1208, right 18 center, cut line.
All right, chat. It's that time. We're getting to be 12,000 level, so we're going to take the music down and enjoy the approach. Atlanta from Blue Streak 5594. Just want to confirm we're good to continue descending via the stock car 4. Alright, we'll descend via the stock car 4, Charlotte landing south, Blue Streak 5594. So before he didn't give the command, he just said to expect 18 left. So we stopped at the restrictions because now we're in controlled airspace. So I needed to confirm with him that that's what he was expecting and wanting us to do. And that's one of the things, like if you're new to VATSIM, always ask, because it's better to ask. Than to do something and then get a bad experience because, you know, you made a mistake on the network and you feel like somebody's pigeonholing you, or, you know, avoid all of that. Just ask questions. Am I right, DJ?
Never be afraid to ask. Yep, never be afraid to ask.
Alright, localizer's gonna be tuned. They picked up the lokes, so there we go.
Hey, it's funny because you left, what, 20 minutes after me? And we're just about to land, both of us? But I'm getting vectored, see?
Oh, I'm gonna get vectored.
I'm at 6,000 right now. He's vectoring me out. You slow that down to 210 because he's going to hit me with that left turn quick.
I will go ahead and take this down to 10.
Instead of maintaining 3,000, Brickyard, 4336.
$1,000 to go for 10,000.
Of course, we got some weather. Awesome.
That's a nice view right there. Let's make sure our plane is doing plane things. There's 10. And we'll go ahead and slow down to 210. That's our last restriction. We're staying at 10 until ATC vectors us. Last thing to do is the landing lights go on.
Left heading 300 for Brickyard 4236.
Happy landing. I'm waiting for you.
Say 3,000 till established and clear for the ILS 27 right for Brickyard 4236. Let's do it.
I know you're going to show me up with your landing.
Of course not.
I wish I could see it. Next stream we're gonna do a flight together, so I can land before you, and then put you on stream landing. Put all the pressure on.
And a little bit of pressure.
Blue Streak 5594. Sorry about that. Go ahead. Down to 6,000. Blue Streak 5594.
Atlanta Center, November 143 Yankee Sierra, flight level 300.
6,000 set, maintaining airspeed.
Where are you located?
I'm gonna go ahead and spin our vector heading. Essentially, kind of pre-plan what he's going to do, so we stay ahead of the game.
Yeah. 1.8.5, have no way. Break out 42
143 Atlanta Center, clear your position.
I want ATC to ask me what my airspeed is next time. If they say airspeed, I'll say airspeed.
Yard 4336, ILS 27 right.
Down to 3,000, Blue Street 5594. Alright, he wants us to drop a little bit quicker, so...
Atlanta Center, November 143 Yankee Sierra, heavy, flight level 300.
84, 96, Atlanta Center. I'll step on a missile on the large portion of that highway. Well, 143 and get 0, Atlanta Center. I need your position, please. I don't know where you are.
Idle, draw out some more speed brakes.
Trying to 496, Atlanta Center. Radar contact about 30 miles southeast of the Shelbyville VOR. Going to maintain the flight level 24 over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Think I'm gonna get that 100, bro?
Yes. I think my prediction, you're gonna get 100, and your landing rate is gonna be just past 1,000 footers at a negative 123.
Oh, I like it.
Do you feel the pressure yet?
Yes, I feel it all. Yeah. Flips 5, gear down 3 green, landing lights on, runway turn offs on. Right, my airplane.
It's such a beautiful view outside, but they made the clouds look so much better.
1123, radar contact over the volunteer. We walk on 340. After you're about to leave my airplane. This is offline for cancellation.
I forgot I need a button for that. That is so annoying.
3347, Delta 18 times 2.
Yeah, that's definitely gust 24. Wow.
Yeehaw.
John 8496 is going to brush tripper at 13,000. The Atlanta officer number 3007. Pardon, 3001.
Left heading 270, Blue Street 5594. Alright, we will switch to green needles now. There we go. About approach course 183. Green needles are set.
Got an 851 Houston Turb offline for this resident ticket.
Atlanta Center, good day, Argentina 406, 11,000, climbing up to 14,000. Argentina 1206.
1206 on center, roger, maintain flight level 900.
Trying to maintain flight level 290 still at 1206.
Anything off to my right is fine with me for bridge route 4236.
Left heading 200 to join the 18 left localizer, Blue Streak 5594.
Right up a tango to parking for bridge route 4236.
Over to advisors, yep.
Just catching the tail end of this thunderstorm. Maintain 3000 until established. Cleared the Alice 18 left approach for Blue Streak 5594.
Got a 2162, the Honda 2 arrival, line off 3009.
There we go. It's turned in, picked up the lope. When I left clear to land, Blue Streak 5594.
Got a 982, this is off line for cancellation.
We gained some speed with that, so let's go ahead and descend. We need to, or not descend, but let's gain, lose some speed. That's what I figured. Okay, we gotta slow down just a little bit longer before we can do gear down.
Alright,
all lights are on, everything else is good down here, everything's good down there.
1731 Atlantic, probably close up to you in about a minute or so. The 15th line is 4 minutes.
Roger that.
Over here, those are armed.
Alright. Record break set.
Alright. And let's take it from here, my airplane.
Sky 8496, approach critical non-power should stay on line up. So I'm going to drop you here. I appreciate the license.
Alright.
There we go.
1000.
We're gonna stay above the top of the power curve here. 2 white, 2 red. Gear down 3 green, everything is selected. Reversers are armed. We're good on that side. There's a little bit of a gust of wind. Like I said, we're gonna stay right on the top of that power curve. And 0.8. Shallow out just a little bit. There we go. Increase our power.
Atlanta Center, November 143, Yankee Sierra. Leaving your airspace, request frequency change.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
50, 40,
30, flight slow. 20.
Atlanta Center, November 143, Yankee Sierra Heavy. Leaving your airspace, request frequency change.
Fly the nose down. Braking. And we're slowing it down.
Nice.
Atlanta Center, American 76, back ready to taxi.
American 76, Atlanta Center. I'm going to be close next here. Quick change with a CTAP 118.1. Where's the ticket?
18.1, American 76, 79.
Good one. 26594, welcome to Charlotte. That's to the route via Charlie and Romeo. And on the side, you can monitor the CTAP FQ 118.1. We do have a guy taxiing southbound for the runway, so just use caution.
All right, we'll use the caution. Appreciate you, 18-1 on the CTAF Charlie Romeo for taxi for Blue Street 5594. Have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you as well. Argentina 1206, I'm closing up here. Big change approved. See you later.
Chip with the change approved. Bye-bye. Thanks for the agency. Argentina 1206.
And not a single stuttered.
American 406, tracks offline. Big change lines in the bridge here.
Good night.
American 46. Control across the line approach. North Carolina Centers now closed. Monitor the program CTAP.
All right, awesome. We'll go to our radio page, 118.1. There we go. Now we're on CTAF. That looks good. We'll clear the legs page out. We can go ahead and turn flight directors off. And switch back. Nav source, we can blank out. All right. Landing lights come off. We'll leave our nose and our recognition light. Strobe light can come off. AP door is going to open up.
Punctured. 128.4, block 4236.
And last thing, flaps can come on up. All right, door is open. APU is now turned on. Waiting for the rest of everything that we're waiting for the APU to come back online. We'll give CTAF a call. Charlotte traffic, Blue Street 5594 is going to be taxed to Echo Gates via Charlie Romeo, Charlotte.
American 76, taking off from 118 left, 103, Charlotte.
Safe flight.
Thank you.
All right, chat. That landing was pretty good. Not gonna lie.
It was pretty good.
Had that crosswind from the right. We dipped the wing just a little bit. I got to get used to the fact that these wings are very close to the ground compared to most of the other planes that I've flown. So you can't dip it too much. But definitely we're doing the left rudder input, right aileron into the wind, dip the right wheel down first, and then the left, and then fly the nose down to the ground. So that felt like probably like a 180 on the touchdown, which is what you want with a crosswind. You don't want to really cut it. You just want to get the plane on the ground, break the lift, and then roll out. A321 Neo departing Ewing somewhere.
Come on, open up that sim brief. I'm sorry, sim brief. That flight report. Let's go, sir. Ah, man.
Yeah, we got to compare notes when I get to the gate, right? I already know I'm not going to get 100 because of the overspeed, but
yeah,
maybe I compensate a little bit for it with the landing.
It got me on the landing though. That was pretty butter.
Does it register? Can I tell what my landing rate was here?
Huh? I can't. What would you say?
Landing rate negative 192.
Oh man.
You beat me.
Did I?
I don't know. Did you beat me?
I don't know. Check your Discord.
Lord. Oh Lord. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Oh, chat. He done took me to school. -45 on your landing rate.
And no floats, sir. No floats.
Yeah. We floated just a little bit. Well, you know what? I have Volanta running, so we'll see what Volanta says my landing rate was. And if Volanta says it was -100, then ha. You still beat me anyway. I knew you were going to grease it. I put all that stress on you.
Yeah. It was actually pretty stressful because the whole time my phone is pinging, ringing, and then ATC is loud in my ear.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had the chat going. I was losing my mind for a second.
That's why I kind of like doing this, especially when it's like really stressed IFR when you do streaming, because it really actually helps your brain multitask between chat, between the game, between everything else. You know, it gives you that extra thing you don't really process till you're actually flying it in the real world. And we need GSX to be ready for us. It's not ready. Echo. We're going to go to 27, which is the one right in front of us. No. And wait for GSX to let us know when it's ready. It's doing its self-test.
Hey, that's 4 in a row, bro. That's 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Did I pass you yet?
We'll find out. What'd you get on your XP? 80?
80. 80.
All right,
all my
GSX
flights,
is ready.
100%. But see, like I said, it's different for you because like that auto throttle thing makes a huge difference. Like you probably would like have the smoking gun on the CRJ compared to me right now. So I'll give you that, bro. I had a 190 something. I think I had a 186. I think it was, but you've been doing it consistently in the CRJ for something you literally like picked up in a week. Come on now.
Yep. Boom. Look at that taxi. Perfect 0 over 0. We're going to hit the parking brake. And APU is on, so we'll go ahead and
I'm so happy to be able to fly an Airbus next flight. Oh. And it was gusty. I had to keep the speed in.
all right, chat. We made it to Charlotte. Had that
So
very
who won
turbulent,
that,
very turbulent departure out of Melbourne. Smooth flight on the way in. Mother Nature gave us a light show with some lightning and some thunder and a rainstorm on our final approach. It almost feels like live weather is running like an hour behind real world weather, if that makes sense.
No, I agree.
Because that was the storm. Okay, because that was the storm that we were watching on the way in that crossed across the final approach course. I've really felt that was like the storm that was there. Because the sim is depicting weather on final approach right now. Yeah, so an hour ago, that's where it was. All right. Well, just fine by me. I mean, if that ends up being the only limitation, that's fine by me. All right, chat, let's look at Volanta. Let's review our flight. Landing rate, -193, 135 knots, so 137's VREF, so we're good. 1G, so barely a thump, just a nice steady.
You said barely a thump?
Barely a thump at 1G. You didn't feel any difference in your G-force while landing. So probably a thump, but it was more of like a nominal thump.
It was acceptable by all standards. It's not Ryanair.
No, and let's pull up a pilot's life so we can review this. Your flight has been submitted.
Right? You did get one thing right.
What?
One hash mark from the 1,000-footers.
Hey, see, I called it.
That's like my spot. I think that means my aiming point needs to change a little bit.
I scored a 92, got 73 XP, and yep, it gigged me for the overspeed. And
so how many XP you at now?
I didn't turn my taxi light off before I shut the engines down, so I missed a point there.
Oh.
But my landing rate was -192, and I was within 1,500, so I was just shy of 2,000 feet.
On the roll or
on the landing? It's a little bit long, still within the touchdown zone, still legal, just a little bit on the longer side because we floated just a little bit.
Let me see.
I wish I could increase the size of this map, but I can't. So the second touchdown zone markers. So you got 1,000, and that's 500 foot. Then there's another 500 foot, so that's right at 2,000. So right at 2,000 feet.
I'm starting to realize, flying from the right seat, I still have that tendency. My sight picture, like when I cross the numbers, I'm a little to the right, and with the gust, it wasn't really helping. So I went with what I was comfortable with.
It's that sight picture,
so,
man.
Yeah, like so I came in from the right to left, and you can see like I kind of struggled to keep it towards the middle. It kept going, it kept swerving, like 500 feet marker. But then I got it like towards like right at the, we'll say like two hash marks after the 1,000 footers.
Yeah, that's right where I landed.
But look, that's 1 week. You know what I mean? That's just 1 week of flying the bird and literally greasing it.
Yep.
Fundamentals mean something.
They do, don't they?
They actually work. Listen to your CFI.
Hashtag truth. All right, chat. Well, that's going to do it for today's stream. We have successfully made it from Melbourne to Charlotte. Quite the stream, so thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. And
just a heads up for the next stream, we got a couple of little goodies that we're going to have a conversation on, some teaching points we're definitely going to hit on next stream.
Yeah, buddy. Yep. This was a good stream, and then the next one. So if you're watching and you're not following the channel, click that follow button so that we get notified the next time we go live, because we have some stuff up our sleeves. Both DJ and I are going to have some good discussions about some training and real world training and kind of go from there. So, but without further ado, that's going to do it for me. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, because I understand your time is very valuable in life, right? And you spend it watching me fly a plane in a simulator and chatting with me and watching all along. So I appreciate you. Whatever you do, just be safe at the end of the day, because that is the ultimate goal, is to make sure that safety stays priority number one. So be safe. We'll catch you.
Enjoy every day.
There you go. Life's too short. Matt, spoken like you spoken truth. You're just spitting truth today.
And of course, the phone call comes in right when I'm talking.
And thank you,
I said life's
DJ.
too short. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Exactly. Oh man. All right. Well, y'all have a great rest of your evening. Be safe out there.
Take care, guys.
Bye.